welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be mainly about, well, all about writing letters to your soldier in basic training. I have, I think, 13 different like tips, I guess, in writing letters. So hopefully this is kind of short and simple for you if you're writing your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever in basic training. Number 1, write. Like, write as much as you can. I personally have been writing every single day. So literally ever since he left and actually got to where he was, like for reception, I've been writing. So I've been writing from May 8th till now, and it's May 28th. So for 20 straight days, I have been sending out a letter to him. I find it easy for me because now that it's in my routine, it's what I do before I go to sleep every night. So at night I have the same notebook, and I already have it pre-dated so that I don't forget the date, or I don't forget to date it, because I want him to know when I'm writing it. So I have it pre-dated, and I write it, like I write about my day, I write about what's going on, what happened today, I don't know, anything really. If nothing eventful really happened today, I kind of either just like ask him like what he's doing, what's going on over there, how things are, or I'll write about, like, I don't know, just anything. I just write anything every day, even if it's total crap. Number 2. So number 2, even a short note is a good note. So like I was saying, if I just write on a piece of paper, I love you and I miss you, and that's it, that's enough. Like, they'll still get mail hopefully every day and read it and be like, hey, she still is thinking about me, you know? So even if it's short and sweet, it's good enough. Just send it away. Number 3. So throughout the day, you should jot down some notes. So like if something's happening, you should like jot it down so you don't forget it, to write it down in your letter. So like if something funny happened and you want to be, and you're like, oh, I wish I could tell so-and-so that, well, write it down in your notes on your phone, or just write it down somewhere, and make sure you keep it with you so that when you do write your letter later, you can read it and be able to write it in your letter. So that's what I've been doing pretty much. Like if something funny happens or something important's going on, or if I just think of something that I have to tell him, I write it down in my notes on my phone, and yeah. And then I go back to my notes, and when I'm writing my letter, I make sure I put that in. Number 4. So like I was saying before, just talk about your day. Like if you don't have anything like super interesting or cool to talk about, just write about what happened in your day, like how you're feeling, what's going on. If you have kids, what they did, how they are. Maybe even just write, I don't know, like what you ate. Maybe they're wondering, hey, I wonder what she's eating for breakfast. Well, there you go. Just write it down. Write about your day. Because like if y'all are like me, you talk to them pretty much every day, and they knew exactly what were you doing every single day. But now that you're not talking to them every day, they don't know what you're doing. They have an idea, but they don't know. And so it's kind of just a way to just like let them know how your day's going, what you're doing. And I think it's something that they'd really enjoy listening and hearing about. Number 5. So you can tell them what's going on like in the world. I mean, it doesn't have to be like scary stuff, but like my husband doesn't really care about, I don't know, politics or stuff like that. I mean, he sort of does, but not enough for me to write it in a letter. And he doesn't really follow sports. I mean, besides football and baseball, but not enough for him to be like, oh, I wish I knew, you know, the score to the Ranger game, because it's not that important to him. But I mean, he likes to watch movies or watch YouTube videos and just like other things he's interested in. And so if I think about something, or if I see something that I know, oh hey, he'll think that's interesting. There was something that happened the other day or a week or so ago about a Jeep event, and he loves his Jeep. If anybody knows him, he loves his Jeep. Anyway, so there was something going on at a Jeep event, and so I wrote it in a letter to let him know what was going on, because I thought he might find it interesting. So just think about something, or if you see something that's going on in the world that he or she would enjoy, write it down. Number 6. So keep the envelopes simple. Don't put like stickers, or don't spray perfume. I know some of y'all are like, oh, I want him to smell how I'm smelling, blah 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 blah. No, don't do that. Just get a regular envelope, address it, put a stamp on it, put your letter in, boom, it's done. Okay? He doesn't need, or she doesn't need, they don't need you to be putting stickers on it, putting pretty colored pen ink on it, or I don't know, spraying perfume on it. Just leave it simple, okay? Just leave it simple. I mean, if you want to decorate your letter, go ahead, but the envelope needs to just be a simple white envelope that just has their addresses, your address, and a stamp. That's it. Number 7. Okay, so I know y'all are all, oh, I want to send a care package. Can I send a care package? What can I send in a care package? Don't. Just don't. Don't send one, okay? If they need anything, they'll let you know in a letter. And most likely they won't, because they have the PX that they can just go to and buy something. I mean, unless they don't have money, but I'm sure they do. Because they had to have at least $50 before they left, and they get like a $300 advance so that they can buy stuff. And I highly doubt they've already gone through all that. So they have the PX to buy razors, toothpaste, which I don't think they're gonna go through that much toothpaste in 9 weeks. But anyways, just the stuff that they'll need, they can get, okay? Only get them, only send them something if they ask for it. Specifically ask for it, okay? So don't be like, oh, I think he'll like this, and send it, because you could get them in trouble. So just stick to letters. No care packages, no just letters. And I sent a I think it was like a 9x12 large envelope, one of those orangey colored ones. And the only reason I sent that was because I had the Father's Day pictures that my boys did in them, so that they would fit and they wouldn't get bent. Those are okay. Okay, you can send those. Just make sure that you put enough stamps on it so that it gets sent, and it doesn't get sent back to you because it's not enough stamps. So if you want to send something like that, send it, but don't send packages. Just don't. Number 8. So if you have kids like I do, send pictures that they've made, or send like drawings, stuff like that. I mean, my kids, they just scribble, so I don't plan on sending any of those. But like I said just now, I sent like a Father's Day thing of their handprints and their footprints, and it's of their work. So that's some stuff that you can send. It'll brighten their day. You don't have to send a billion of them. Just send some, and it'll make them happy, I think, especially since they know it's coming from their kids. Number 9, send pictures. Pictures are okay to send. You can send pictures in every letter if you want. Just make sure you have enough stamps and stuff for your letter so it's not too heavy. I actually yesterday sent out, or was it today? It was today. I sent out 6 pictures. Yesterday was Memorial Day, so that's why I didn't send anything yesterday. I sent yesterday's on Mondays, Sundays, and Saturdays letters all today. So I sent 3 letters and 2 envelopes. and I split them up because I had pictures in them. So I made sure that they weren't too heavy. But I did send 6 pictures, and I'm hoping he gets them because he actually just sent me a letter today that I got, and he asked for pictures of me and the boys. So I hope he gets those soon so he can see them and make his day. Number 10, don't be upset or discouraged if you don't get many letters, especially in the beginning. They really don't have much time to write, and so when they do have time to write, they'll write, but it still takes, you know, like a few days to even a week to even get to us. So if you're not getting a letter right away, or if you're not getting a whole bunch of them, don't worry about it, okay? They'll come when they come. They're busy, they're working, this is their job, okay? They don't have time to sit down and write letters all day. So if you do get a letter, that's awesome. But if you don't worry, I'm sure they're coming, and just remember that they're busy, like really busy. Number 11, I don't know how to do that. They most likely will not get your letters for like 3 weeks. So like for the first phase, so the red phase, they probably won't get any of your letters. Henry is starting week 3. He started week 3 yesterday. Today's Tuesday, so he started yesterday, and this is his last week, or yeah, last week in red phase. So I'm hoping he gets his letters next week, or even maybe this week, but don't expect them to get your letters right away. So if they're writing you and they're like, oh, I haven't gotten any of your letters, I'm so discouraged, why aren't you writing me, blah 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 blah, don't worry, they will get them, like probably in a bunch. Like with mine, since I've already written 20 letters, he's probably gonna get like a bundle of letters, and it's probably gonna overwhelm him, but hey, not my fault. So just don't even worry about like them not getting letters. They will get them, they will. Just keep writing them. Even if they're saying you're not sending them, just keep on sending them, okay? Number 12. So there's this app called Sandbox, and it is an app where you can like write out your text on your phone and then send it, and they will print it on, I guess, a piece of paper and put it in an envelope, and they'll also give your soldier an envelope as well to use to send back. But the thing with that is first of all, it's not personal, like at all. I mean, yeah, you're writing a letter to them, but it's not really your handwriting, and it's not very personal. Like in the very beginning, I was like, oh, I'm gonna use the Sandbox app, that's such a good idea. And then the closer to him leaving, I was like, you know what, I don't think I want to use it, because it really does like calm me and make me relaxed, and I enjoy writing myself, pen and paper, about my day to him. And pen and paper, I can write as much as I want. On this app, you have a certain amount of characters that you can use, like any other type of thing. So you can't write too much. So that's one thing about it. Another thing is it's kind of sketch, because it's a type of social media. And lately in this world, like, social media is scary. Like, people can hijack their way into stuff, and they can somehow read probably what you're writing to your soldier. They can figure out where you are, they can figure out where they are, and it scares me. So I don't plan on using it. Well, okay, I used it one time, and this is the only time I'm going to use it. I used it once because I had to send out a quick letter to Henry about getting a form for housing, because I'm trying to get housing all taken care of and get on the waiting list or whatever. So I sent one out, and it was just a quick, hey, I need this form. If you can get it, send it to me. If not, whatever. And then I was just like, love you, blah, 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 blah. And I sent a little picture too, just because, you know, you can send one picture with each letter. So that's another thing. But anyway, so I did that, and it actually said it was supposed to arrive today, and it said it was delivered today. But then again, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, he's not even gonna get any of my letters until probably the end of this week. So that letter is gonna be on the same stack as all the other letters. So there probably was no reason for me even to use the app. But it was convenient. It was at the, you know, my fingertips, just sending him a letter, but I didn't really like it. I kind of felt icky afterwards. I don't know. It kind of freaks me out now, and it's kind of against like security purposes, because I don't know, it's just sketch. Okay, so my opinion, just write it pen and paper. Okay, go back to the olden days and just write a letter, pen and paper. It's so romantic. Just write it and send it, and voila. Okay, number 13, last one. Stop writing 2 weeks before graduation. I actually just got my commander letter today, and it's a letter from the commander, like, telling you that your soldier's there. They are, you know, stuff you already know. They're gonna be there for 9 weeks. They're gonna get stronger. They're gonna have soldiers, blah, 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 blah. This is their graduation day. This is what you can and cannot send. And then also in there said, stop sending letters 2 weeks before graduation, because in case they don't get there in time and they're already graduated by the time your letter gets there. So might as well just stop. And what I plan on doing is, when it comes to the last day I can send letters, I'm going to send another one of those 9x12 envelopes, and I'm going to put 14 small letters inside of it, and in each it's going to be open when letters. So it's going to be like, open when you feel happy, open when you feel sad, open when you miss me, blah, 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 blah. So like when he gets it, he can be like, oh, I'm feeling depressed, and they'll be, open when you feel depressed. Oh, hey, and he'll take it, he'll open it, and he'll read it, and it'll make him feel happy. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do when it's time for me to stop. That way he's still getting letters, or that way he still has a letter to open every day. Even if he decides to just plow through all 14 letters, he still, I guess, has letters to open in case he is feeling some type of way multiple days. So yeah, that is all about writing letters. And here is my letter box. So my cousin, like I said, my cousin Chinny made this for me. He made, it was just all silver, and it's a box, just legit a box. And I painted it all black, and then I Mod Podged this dog tag picture, and then I Mod Podged this army picture, and yeah, it came out pretty good. I'm really proud of myself. And it says, letters from Henry. It's so cute. And it opens up, and I have pictures of Henry from when he's left, and inside are my letters. So he sent 4 letters so far, and every time I get one, it makes my whole entire week, and it just, it's great getting letters. Okay, so like I said, if you don't get letters right away, you will get letters, I promise. Those are all my tips. I hope they helped. If you have any questions, just comment down below or DM me on any of my social media sites. They're all in the description box. If you're not already, subscribe to my channel and turn the bell notification on so when I post more videos, you will get them. And give it a thumbs up if it helped you, if you liked it, just to help me out, okay? I will see y'all next week. Bye.